Number 15 is Christina Mayville Stenbeck, a Swedish-American entrepreneur whose net worth is over $525 million. Christina didn't just inherit a family fortune, she transformed it. After her father, the head of investment A.B. Kinnevik, passed away in 2002, Christina stepped up in 2003 like a boss. Literally. But her business chops go way back to 1997 when she cut her teeth at one of Kinnevik's smaller ventures. Under her leadership, Kinnevik went from a Swedish powerhouse to a global giant, now operating in over 80 countries across industries like media, entertainment, and online shopping. Ever shopped at Zalando or used Tigo or Tele2? Yep, that's her empire at work. Christina's not just about boardrooms and balance sheets, she's a powerhouse philanthropist, heading the Reach for Change Foundation, which helps young entrepreneurs make waves in places like Africa, Scandinavia, and Russia. In 2012, she even snagged a prestigious award from the Swedish Royal Patriotic Society, proving she's basically royalty in business smarts and generosity. But Christina's story isn't just about success, it's about resilience. Imagine stepping into your father's shoes after his sudden passing and turning his legacy into a global empire. She didn't just manage, she excelled. Oh, and did we mention her husband? Since 2005, Christina's been married to Alexander Fitzgibbons, an English businessman. Together, they're like the Avengers of business and charity, constantly working to make the world a better place. 14th, Anna Kasperzak is a superstar in the world of Danish dressage and a force to be reckoned with in business. Her family owns Ecco, the globally renowned Danish shoe brand founded by her grandfather, which has raked in over $1.5 billion. As a member of Ecco's supervisory board, Anna secures a steady income from the company. But her story doesn't stop at shoes. On the sporting side, Anna has competed in the 2012 and 2016 Summer Olympics, the 2014 World Equestrian Games, and the European Dressage Championships in 2013, 2015, and 2017. Basically, if it involves horses and international prestige, Anna's been there, done that, and likely trotted off with a medal. She even runs her own dressage center in Haderslev, Denmark, where she trains horses and hosts competitions. While horse riding might not be a major moneymaker, it's clearly her passion. Anna's ambitions don't stop at the stable. She's also a savvy investor, growing her wealth through strategic purchases of properties and stocks. Forbes has even crowned her a billionaire, placing her net worth at $1.3 billion. And it seems Anna's talent for balance extends beyond dressage. In September 2024, she married her longtime partner, Matthias Kovrash, adopting the name Anna Tusby-Rasch, a nod to her family legacy and her new chapter. The couple shares a beautiful life together with their 2 children, a daughter born in 2018 and a son in 2021, proving that Anna can juggle the reins of a billion-dollar empire, world-class equestrianism, and family life with grace. 13th. Next up, at just 19, Norwegian heiress Alexandra Gamlemskjog Andresen became the world's youngest billionaire. Because, really, who doesn't love feeling like they've underachieved by their teens? Forbes even named her the youngest billionaire for 3 consecutive years, starting 2016. Lucky lady. Her family's fortune? That stems from Third AS, an investment company led by her father, Johan H. Andresen. The empire originally started as a tobacco business, because nothing says heir to billions like a smoky past, but has since shifted gears to focus on investments. Alexandra owns a jaw-dropping 42% of Third AS, though she's not exactly crunching numbers in the office every day. Why? Because she's too busy galloping into the sunset. An avid equestrian, Alexandra also has a true passion for horse riding. She's competed in dressage events across Europe, proving that billionaires don't just sit around counting their money, they ride horses and win awards while doing it. When she's not in the saddle, she's modeling for high-end equestrian brands like Kingsland, because if you're gonna ride in style, you might as well own the look. Here's a fun fact. Alexandra's equestrian gear isn't just for show. She once won the European Young Rider Championship, proving she's not only talented but also fiercely competitive. Crazy, right? Alexandra became a billionaire before she even hit 20. Imagine uncovering more incredible stories like hers. If you're enjoying this so far, tap that like button. It helps us bring more fascinating content like this to you. Let's see who's next. At number 12, meet Alexandra's equally impressive sister, Katharina Anderson, because in this family, billion-dollar bank accounts are practically a birthright. Like her younger sister, Katharina snagged the title of one of the world's youngest billionaires thanks to inheriting 42% of the family-owned investment giant Third AS. As of 2024, her net worth sits at a casual $1.6 billion. No big deal. She and Alexandra now share ownership of the company, proving that sibling rivalry in the Anderson household can be put aside when the slice of the pie is equal. But Katharina isn't just about boardrooms and balance sheets, she's also got brains and heart. She studied global management in London, prepping herself to run the world, or at least a significant chunk of it. Unlike your typical billionaire though, Katharina has a surprisingly down-to-earth streak. She prefers second-hand cars to flashy Lambos and spends her time horseback riding rather than splurging on yachts. Think billionaire meets minimalist. In 2024, Katharina tied the knot with Fredrik Quasnes. The couple was spotted at the Elle Gala 2024 in Oslo, turning heads on the red carpet. With her husband by her side, Katharina continues to juggle her low-key lifestyle, philanthropic efforts, and billion-dollar business interests seamlessly. On top of all that, Katharina supports non-profit organizations like Care Norge, proving that she's not just about making money, she's also about making a difference too. So Katharina Anderson may have the fortune of a high-rolling mogul, but her grounded approach to life and charitable spirit remind us that you don't need to be flashy to make an impact. 11th, Jenny Linden Erners is the chair of Lindengruppen, a family-owned industrial powerhouse. She oversees major stakes in Höganäs AB, a global leader in powdered metals, and Beckers, a top industrial coatings company. These aren't just big names, they're big players in sustainable development, a cause Jenny has championed since inheriting the business in 2008 from her father, Ulf G. Linden. Fun fact, Ulf wasn't just a Volvo executive, he was also a master of expanding industrial empires. Clearly, ambition runs in the family. Jenny also has a degree in art history from Haythrop College, University of London, because why not combine a love for the arts with industrial innovation? She spent time living in the US and UK before returning to Sweden, where she brought a touch of modernity and a strong focus on sustainability to Lindengruppen. Under her leadership, the company has shifted gears, aligning its operations with the values of a greener future. It's like taking a metalworks empire and giving it an eco-friendly glow-up. When she's not leading one of Sweden's most influential industrial groups, Jenny channeled her creativity and philanthropy into cultural initiatives. Through the Fagfabriken Foundation, she supports artistic and cultural projects, proving that industry and art don't just coexist, they thrive together. And if that's not impressive enough, she's a passionate advocate for sustainability, ensuring her legacy leaves the world a better place. Jenny's personal life is just as solid as her professional one. She's married to Eric Erners, and together they have one child. Oh, did we mention her estimated net worth? A cool $1.9 billion. At number 10, Katarina Martinsson, born in 1981, is a major player in her family's empire, L.E. Lundberg-Företagen. She oversees a sprawling business portfolio that includes real estate, paper production, and more, with her father, Fredrik Lundberg, at the helm, and Katarina owning a hefty 14% share. The family tradition of success, started by her grandfather, Lars Erik Lundberg, back in 1944, is in very capable hands. Armed with a master's degree from the Stockholm School of Economics, her leadership focuses on sustainability and innovation, ensuring the company stays ahead in a world where green practices aren't just trendy, they're essential. But that's not all. She's also working to leverage educational initiatives, giving the company a solid foundation and a forward-thinking edge. Basically, Katarina is not just managing a legacy, she's future-proofing it. As of 2024, her net worth was estimated at a lively $2.1 billion. Outside the family business, Katarina has been building her own empire. She's a part owner of the clothing brand NN07 and the online cosmetics powerhouse Lyko. Apparently, when Katarina invests, it turns to gold, or in this case, high-quality tailoring and glowing skin. While her professional life is buzzing with activity, Katarina keeps her personal life under wraps. She's married, but true to her low-profile nature, she hasn't shared details about her husband's identity. 9th, Swedish heiress and business powerhouse Lottie Tham is living proof that fashion isn't just about runways. It's also about raking in billions. With a jaw-dropping net worth of $2.4 billion, Lottie owes much of her fortune to her father, Erling Persson, the visionary behind the global fashion juggernaut H&M. Holding 5% of the company's shares, Lottie has firmly cemented her place as one of the largest investors. Thanks to H&M's worldwide domination, you've probably got one of their shirts in your closet right now, Lottie has established herself as a force in the business world. But she doesn't stop at crunching numbers and collecting dividends. Lottie is equally celebrated for her charitable efforts, showing she's just as focused on giving back as she is on growing her portfolio. On the personal front, Lottie is happily married to Peter Tham, a Swedish financial journalist who probably knows the ins and outs of her billion-dollar fortune better than anyone else. The couple shares 2 sons, and their home base is in Stockholm, because where else would Swedish royalty of the business world reside? While her love story and family life is enviable, it's Lottie's investment in H&M that continues to be the centerpiece of her fortune. It's safe to say that every time you shop at H&M, you're indirectly contributing to her legacy. So maybe thank her the next time you grab a bargain. Number 8. Honey Tusby Kasperzak isn't just walking in her father's footsteps. She's striding confidently in her own and probably in a pair of Ecco shoes. As the chair of Ecco, the global shoe manufacturing powerhouse founded by her father, Carl Tusby, in 1963, Honey has transformed a family business into a global sensation. And let's not forget, she's also the proud mom of Anna Kasperzak, who landed at number 14 on this very list. Clearly, success runs in their souls. Honey's journey with Ecco started humbly at an age of 21, where she took on order verification tasks. A fancy way of saying she made sure shoes got where they were supposed to. But she didn't stop there. Armed with foreign education and experience, she rose through the ranks, ultimately succeeding her father as chairman in 1997. Under her leadership, Ecco became an international brand, now strutting its stuff in over 90 countries with an impressive annual turnover of more than $1.3 billion. That's a lot of happy feet. Her accomplishments don't stop at the boardroom. Honey has an estimated personal net worth of $2.6 billion, making her one of Denmark's richest individuals and one of Scandinavia's most powerful wives. Speaking of which, Honey is married to Tetra Kasperzak, whom she met while working at Ecco. Together, they've built both a business empire and a family legacy, raising 2 children, Anna, the equestrian billionaire, and Andre, a former professional golfer who joined Ecco's board of directors in 2017. In 2016, Dieter stepped down from his role as Ecco's president, but the family's commitment to the company remains as strong as ever. With both children following in their parents' footsteps, the Kasperzak family legacy is firmly in place for future generations. Honey Tusby Kasperzak is living proof that great leadership, a strong family, and a sharp focus on global expansion can take you far. And probably in some very comfortable footwear. Coming in at number 7, meet Caroline Hagen Kjos, Norwegian business royalty with a net worth of $2.7 billion as of 2024. Born in 1984, Caroline didn't just inherit her wealth, she inherited the knack for business from her father, Stein Erik Hagen, a titan of Norwegian enterprise. With a resume that screams business meets brilliance. Caroline has carved out her place in her family's vast empire and Norway's elite. She honed her creative and strategic chops at the prestigious Parsons School of Design in New York, because why settle for just business smarts when you can throw impeccable design skills into the mix? Caroline owns a significant stake in the investment company her father founded, which holds substantial interests across diverse industries. Translation? Her portfolio is as versatile as a Swiss Army knife, and just as sharp. These days, Caroline is a project manager at Kanaka International AG in Switzerland, where she flexes her expertise in investment decisions and strategy alongside the managing director. Before taking on this role, she sharpened her business acumen in marketing and purchasing at Jernia Gruppen. And let's not forget her other boardroom accolades. She's the chair of the board at Kanaka AS and sits on the board at Complet Group. It's safe to say her schedule is busier than your average billionaire's social calendar. On the personal front, Caroline has been married and has children, though she keeps her private life, well, private. Clearly, she prefers the spotlight to shine on her boardroom victories rather than her family dinners. Whether she's steering family investments, sitting at the head of the boardroom, or balancing her impressive legacy with modern strategy, she's proving that wealth may be inherited, but success, that's earned. Wow, these stories just keep getting better, don't they? And we're only halfway through. By the way, if you love content like this, hit subscribe and join our journey into the lives of the world's most fascinating people. You won't want to miss what's coming up. 6th, meet Marta Schörling Andrén, the Swedish businesswoman with a portfolio as impressive as her family legacy. With a net worth of $4.6 billion, Marta is a daughter of the late Melker Schörling, the legendary Swedish investor who built a business empire through the family company Melker Schörling AB. Since his passing in 2023, Marta has taken a front row seat in steering their multi-billion-dollar ventures. Armed with a Master of Science in Business Administration from the Stockholm School of Economics, Marta has the credentials to back up her boardroom prowess. She joined the board of Hexagon in 2017 and has been helping to shape the direction of this global leader in digital solutions ever since. But she doesn't stop at Hexagon. Her family's company, Schörling AB, holds major stakes in some of Sweden's most influential companies, including AAK, Assa Abloy, Hexpol, Securitas, and, of course, Hexagon. Basically, if it's a major player in Swedish business, there's a good chance Marta has a stake in it. Before diving headfirst into the family empire, Marta honed her creative side as a brand and innovation consultant at Pond Innovation and Design. So not only does she know how to crunch numbers, but she can also sprinkle in a little creativity while she's at it. A lethal combination for anyone in business. On the personal front, Marta is married to Henrik Andrén, and the couple has 2 children. They reside in Stockholm, balancing family life with their high-powered business world. Her $4.6 billion net worth isn't just a number, it's a testament to her ability to lead, innovate, and build on a family legacy that's as solid as Swedish steel. Number 5, meet Sofia Schörling Högberg, the Swedish business mogul who proves that brilliance truly does run in the family. Born in 1978, Sofia has a BSc in Economics and Business Administration, which she's used to steer her way into boardrooms and, unsurprisingly, a net worth of $4.6 billion, according to Forbes. Since 2005, Sofia has been a director at Securitas AB, a global security services giant. And let's be honest, with her business savvy, she probably doesn't need their services. She's already got her billion-dollar portfolio on lock. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. She's also the vice chair of Melker Schörling AB, the family's investment arm, where she works alongside her sister Marta Schörling Andrén. Together, these sibling powerhouses hold most of the family company. But wait, there's more. Sofia also serves on the boards of Hexagon AB and Assa Abloy AB, where her expertise helps shape the future of industries ranging from security to cutting-edge technology. Her role? Guiding these companies through growth and innovation with a kind of precision that will make a Swiss watch jealous. Outside the boardroom, Sofia balances her business empire with family life. She's married to Andres Högberg, and the couple resides in the affluent Djursholm area of Sweden. Together, they have 4 children. Sofia has earned her a stellar reputation as a leader and strategist. Whether she's enhancing global security, pushing tech innovation, or building on her family's investment legacy, Sofia Schörling Högberg is the ultimate boardroom MVP. And let's be real, when you're steering industries and stacking billions, every day is a good day at the office. At number 4, we have Sofie Kirk Christiansen, a Danish businesswoman with a family legacy as colorful and creative as Lego bricks themselves. As the great-granddaughter of Ole Kirk Christiansen, the visionary founder of Lego, Sofie grew up in Billund, Denmark, a town practically built on a foundation of tiny plastic bricks. Today, she's a key player in the Kirkby family, which controls a whopping 75% of Lego through their investment company, Kirkby AS. Together with her siblings, Sofie holds a significant portion of this stake, ensuring the family's empire remains a towering success. Unlike the Lego towers you probably toppled as a kid, Sofie's influence extends beyond simply owning shares. She's been instrumental in the growth and global success of Lego, working closely with her father, Kjeld Christiansen, and her brother, Thomas. Under their leadership, Lego has expanded its empire to include the wildly popular Legoland theme parks, turning the childhood toy of millions into an immersive global experience. But Sofie isn't just about Lego bricks. With an estimated net worth of $6.2 billion, she's diversified her interests. In 2022, she sold part of her shares in Kirkby to focus on private projects, particularly those aimed at nature conservation. Because, let's face it, saving the planet is a pretty big step up from building plastic castles. On the personal front, Sophie was previously married to Christopher Keir Thompson, but the couple divorced in 2014. As of now, she keeps her personal life out of the spotlight, focusing instead on her professional ventures and environmental passions. With billions in the bank, a global brand under her belt, and a knack for combining play with purpose, Sophie is the ultimate architect of success. And yes, probably the only billionaire who could still school us all in building a better Lego set. At number 3, we have Agnete Kirk Thingegard. As the 4th generation member of the Kirk Christiansen family, Agnete also has Lego in her DNA. And yes, she's part of the family's 75% ownership stake in the world-famous toy company. Sharing this with her dad, brother and sister, Agnete helps keep the Lego Empire towering. According to Forbes, her personal net worth in 2024 sits at $6.2 billion, because what's a few billion among family? But Agnete isn't just about stacking wealth, she's also a champion in the dressage ring. In 2016, she saddled up her horse, Jojo AZ, and represented Denmark at the Rio Olympics. That's right, she's not just riding high on her Lego fortune, she's literally riding high on a horse. Talk about keeping life balanced. When she's not dazzling in the dressage arena, Agnete and her husband, Klaus Thingegard, run Julian List, a business dedicated to raising and breeding horses. It's safe to say this Lego heiress knows a thing or two about building, whether it's empires, theme parks, or top-tier equestrian stock. And speaking of building, she serves on the board of the Lego Foundation, the philanthropic arm of the Lego brand, which focuses on creativity and learning through play. With billions in the bank, a horse in the Olympic ring, and a hand in shaping the future of both Lego and the world of dressage, Agnete Kirk Thingegard is proof that life isn't just about making connections, it's about building them, one brick or hoof at a time. Coming in strong second, Antonia Axon Johnson is Swedish business royalty. As the 4th generation leader of Axel Johnson AB, a company her great-grandfather founded back in 1873, Antonia has been steering this family empire into the future. With ventures spanning retail, real estate and trading, she's proven that running a 150-year-old business doesn't mean you can't stay modern or rake in billions while you're at it. Antonia's resume is as impressive as her business empire. She holds a master's degree in psychology and economics from Stockholm University, because why settle for just running a massive corporation when you can also understand how people think? Oh, and she's got honorary degrees too, including a doctor in humane letters from Middlebury College, proving that she's not just brilliant in boardrooms, but also appreciated in academia. Under her leadership, Axel Johnson AB has grown into one of Sweden's largest family-controlled companies, with a group valuation of over $11 billion and Antonia's personal net worth estimated at $8.9 billion as of 2024. She's proof that tradition and innovation can go hand in hand. On the personal side, Antonia is married to Goran Enerfelt and the couple has 4 children. Together, they embody a power duo. But Antonia isn't all about stacking up the billions. She's equally passionate about giving back. She's a board member of the Nobel Foundation, a gig that sounds as prestigious as it is, and actively supports various philanthropic organizations dedicated to helping people in need. In her world, leaving a legacy isn't just about profits, it's about purpose. And let's be honest, if there were a Nobel Prize for being a business powerhouse, she'd probably win that too. Now, let's talk about the reigning queen of Scandinavian wealth, Birgit Rausing. With a jaw-dropping net worth of $14 billion, Birgit is a Swedish art historian, philanthropist, and proof that success doesn't have to shout. It can quietly revolutionize entire industries. When her husband, Gerd Rausing, passed away in 2000, Birgit inherited the family firm Tetra Pak, catapulting her into the upper echelons of wealth. Tetra Pak wasn't just any company, it was a game changer. Founded by her father-in-law, Ruben Rausing, it revolutionized the food packaging industry with its iconic paperboard containers, ensuring your juice boxes stayed spill-free. Gerd took the reins in 1996, becoming the sole became owner after helping take Tetra Pak global alongside his brother Hans. After Gad's passing, Birgit and their 3 children took charge, proving that innovation and success run in the family. But Birgit isn't just about building an empire, she's about giving back too. Known for her generous philanthropy, she's made substantial contributions to various causes, including the Lahore University of Management Sciences, where a library named after her and Gad stands as a testament to their legacy of learning. Despite her vast fortune, Birgit has remained out of the spotlight, preferring privacy over public displays of wealth. Think of her as the billionaire next door, if your neighbor included someone who owns a global packaging empire. So, whether she's transforming industries, championing education, or quietly carrying on a family legacy, Birgit Rousing proves that wealth isn't just about riches. It's about the impact you leave behind. And with $14 billion to her name, it's safe to say her legacy is securely sealed, just like a perfectly packaged Tetra Pak carton.